Cousins, what is going on? It's your girl Philly Joan Tarot, and I am back with y'all's full moon reading and a little cleansing too. Because listen here, it's full moon in Sagittarius, a strawberry full moon at that. I believe we haven't had one in like 18 years or something like that. It's been a long time. So with that being said, it's a very powerful full moon. So I'm gonna give my cousins a little cleansing and all them little crazy folks on the internet that may catch this because y'all need it too. But nonetheless, cousins, happy full moon. I hope that this video finds y'all well. I know that the energy is super fiery, really heavy, all the things. So I hope, however, this full moon energy is catching you, that you find some moments of peace, joy, and most importantly, some self-love. Because y'all know it's all about pouring into you, right? Okay, cool. So, cousins, with that being said, this is a full moon collective reading, meaning it's for everybody, all cousins, okay? Everybody can pull up and catch a little something out of this message, but it's also general. So it cannot and it will not resonate with everyone. So take what resonates with you, cousin, and leave the rest. If you are new here, cousin, welcome. Come on in. So happy to have you at the family reunion. Get comfy. Make sure you subscribe. That's kind of like your invite back. And if you are a returning cousin, shout out to you for holding me down. Y'all know I thrive on loyalty. So I appreciate y'all for coming back. Real things. Quick things. We did say full moon is in Sagittarius, but I didn't give you all the signs that will be affected the most. Obviously, Sagittarius, Geminis, and we are still currently in Gemini season, Virgos, and Pisces as well. I know, gang. I don't know why Spirit keep trying to throw me on this stronger soldier list every year, because I'm like, damn, every full moon, y'all keep, it's always at least 2 out of the 3 of my big 3 that's getting hit. But nonetheless, it's cool. I'm going to fight this shit, because built like that. Nonetheless, those are the signs that are going to be affected most. If those don't resonate with you, doesn't mean you won't feel this energy. It just means those 4 out of the entire 12 zodiac are probably going to feel it more than any of us. And you already know 3 days before, during, and 3 days after is when the energy is at its highest. So now would be the time to really manifest some things and cut some shit off. But heavy on cutting this shit off, right? Because that's what this full moon is all about. It's here to remind us about the things that we kind of just push to the sideline, the things that we've been, keeping low, not opening up our mouth and speaking on. Like, this full moon, she's in that fiery Sagittarius for a reason. Sis ain't coming to play, okay? So, I don't know which one of my cousins out here going through some shit. The way y'all done got this sage burning, I'm gonna have to bring water to this. Like, y'all ain't gonna burn through my sage stick like that, cause I'm gonna need whoever that is out there that got that thing percolating like that. Cousin, go get your energy cleansed for real, deep down, cause that's crazy. Nonetheless, let's hop into the read, cousins, because full moon is here. Like I said, it's in Sagittarius. The energy is definitely at an all-time high. I have definitely felt it way before she got here. And if you're anything like me, 2 out of my big 3 are getting hit. My Virgo and my Pisces is, so I'm getting it all. But with that, right, comes the wisdom, the enlightenment, all the things. So I'm like, all right, Spirit, use me how you gonna use me. I'm gonna get these messages out. And I know I've been down for a little bit, cousins. Excuse my voice, as y'all can hear. I'm still recovering. Girl done caught them cooties from my little man, and them things, I feel like it took me out. Okay? So I'm finally starting to get that voice back, so I can actually record some shit. But we're gonna hop into it. Before we hop into it, you already know the deal. Cousins, house rules. First things first, make sure y'all like this video. Make sure y'all comment down below, especially if the reading resonates with y'all, okay? Let me know. Cousin, you on to something. And plus, y'all not like the vibe with my cousins. Catch the energy, all the things. So comment down below. Let me know what's going on with y'all in this full moon. How y'all been feeling. If you've been feeling the energy. If it's been a little feisty with you. All the things. Make sure y'all share the video. Share with all the cool cousins. Let them know this is where all the cool kids hang out. All the spiritual baddies. All the things. And they are more than welcome to pull up and join us. And make sure y'all subscribe. Because them June Jones is coming up next, and I want to make sure y'all get first dibs. So yeah, handle all the back of the house stuff so y'all can pull up and get this message, because I just need to give y'all like the intuitive stuff first, or I should just say like the pre-downloads before we get into the tarot, because it really just kind of confirmed everything I was already feeling. But collectively, cousins, I feel like everybody just been in the space of like, it's time to clean some shit up. Okay, now you gotta make that fit where it fits for your world, whether that's financially, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever, your house, your car, your friendship circle, your man, whatever it is you trying to clean up and get together. Cousin, I just feel like collectively y'all been feeling that energy of like, oh shit, we here. It's the second half of the year. June done pulled up like somebody. All right, so I'm also getting in that space of cleaning up. It's kind of giving like a massive shift too with people. Kind of like a Rico, if you will. Like everybody got to go. That's not meant for you. That's not aligned with you, where you're trying to go, this current space in your life. Even if you are a different person from who you were 24 hours ago, okay? A week ago, a year ago. Who you are right now in this moment when you are catching this message and reading, cousin, it's a whole new you. And you're not dealing with no BS. You're not dealing with nobody that's low vibrational, because you're trying to elevate and be your best self. And you understand in order to do that, you got to clean house, because not everybody is meant to go on this next chapter with you, this next journey. And I'm also hearing you need to be mindful of these fake celebrations and congratulatory moments, okay? Because unfortunately not everyone is happy for you in these pivotal moments that you are getting ready to experience, and that's okay. Like, please show your ass. Let me know who you are so that I don't have to keep bringing you around for these pivotal moments. But when they do, you know, express these things, cousins, take heed. Yes, give grace, but give grace where it's due. Don't be no fool, okay? Use that gift of discernment that the Most High gave you, and understand that sometimes enemies come disguised as friends, co-workers, lovers, friendly acquaintances, socialites, all those things. So as you gear up for this next season, this second half of the year, this next chapter of your life that you're getting ready to enter into, be mindful of who's around you. Be mindful of who's celebrating with you. Be mindful of who's there with you when you're down and you need someone to bring you up. Be mindful of who is encouraging you and supporting you to keep going and to be your best self and to elevate. If that's not the energy that you're getting, gotta go. No apologies or fucks given. So all in all, cousins, it's just giving this full moon in Sagittarius is coming with that fire to light up under that ass, to remind you who the fuck you are, and for that person to step through and remind everybody else who the fuck you are, unapologetically, while also gracefully moving into this next season, abundantly loving on everything and everyone in your pathway, because you know that they're divinely guided to you. So with that being said, let's hop into this reading, because the first card out, boom, King of Cups. Now, cousins, if y'all are new here, I like to bring y'all to the front of the congregation a lot, because I got a lot of messages and downloads to the visuals of the cards. So I like to, bring y'all to the front in hopes that you can pick up what I'm putting down and everything starts to make sense. But I am going to throw out this quick disclaimer, okay, y'all. If y'all catch a little chip nail, broken nail, all that, go easy on your girl, okay? Patiently waiting for my appointment, and I missed that joint being down out in bed, getting rid of these cooties. So, bear with me, okay? It's the message that's most important. Just had to throw that out there. But with this King of Cups, y'all know our cup energy. That's all about our water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But y'all see how in this large body of water, my man is still somehow sitting still on this little cement, whatever, floating through. Y'all see that fish in the back? That's just more my emphasis on this is heavy Pisces energy because that fish. And then y'all see this ship in the back, but that ship being on this large body of water, our water being associated with all of our emotions and feelings in tarot. This is relationship vibes. And with that cup being a little, like tilt over, it's kind of giving like cup half empty, half full type of vibe. Which would make sense with that Three of Swords. Excuse me, cousins. Coming out after that. Now, sword energy, it's our air energy, our Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And you see how in this picture, he's knees down in a puddle of water. Again, you already know what our water is associated with. And then he's got those Three of Swords right in the middle dagger of that heart. So Three of Swords typically is associated with heartbreak. Yes, it can be anything in terms of like a romantic heartbreak, yes, but this can even be like heartbreak if you are walking away from a friendship or walking away from a job that you've been with for 15, 20 years. And if you did, cousin, ooh, girl, shout out to you. How you do it, girl? But nonetheless, the Three of Swords, the King of Cups, is more so giving a romantic heartbreak. But again, general, make it fit where it fit. Swords talks about our communication, though. And it talks about our mental. So it's giving that energy that in the event that this was a romantic heartbreak, you probably weren't hearing or getting what it was that you needed in terms of like that mental feed and fuel and like that, type of connection. So boom, Spirit said, well, guess what, boo-boo? This strawberry full moon, we gonna really light that shit up. And it's gonna really light that shit up. Not only is this full moon gonna really light some shit up, but Spirit said, boom, we're gonna knock some shit over too. Tower moment. Now, cousins, peep game. Y'all see how nobody's like physically touching the tower, nobody's attached to it. And you see how there's like all this light hitting the top of it, right? It's really more so giving that energy that this is a mental, spiritual type of tower moment. Yeah, some things can actually physically happen in terms of a shift, a redirection, right, of a tower moment with the full moon. But in this instance, and then with that moon being next to it, y'all know moon is also associated with our water signs. I like to say, again, Pisces, because the moon talks about intuition. Pisces are the most intuitive throughout the entire zodiac. But you'll find some readers who are associated with Cancers because you tend to find a little crab or a lobster. Either way, you catch the water sign in there, okay? And water talks about our emotions, our feelings, all the vibes and things, right? And with that tower moment coming right next to it, it could also be giving that energy that this full moon is going to really illuminate some hidden feelings, some hidden thoughts that either you or someone that you have been romantically dealing with, because we have this King of Cups in the beginning. It's time for y'all to speak up. It's time for someone to speak their truth and what it is they want, feel, and see with this connection with you and or you with them, cousin, because you know your story, girl. You gotta make it fit where it fit. Either or, Spirit is letting you know time is up, friend. Like now, actually, this full moon, you can't escape that. This is like a divinely got, like, these are the moments that happen when you keep getting those messages, right? And we just going about our life. We getting the little angel numbers. We hearing the songs, the signs, all the things. And we like, yeah, Spirit, girl, I hear you. I'm going to make the shift. Yeah, girl, I'm going to cut them off. Yeah, girl, I'm going to start eating right. All the things. And then you don't really do that shit. And then Spirit said, oh, watch this. That's what you get, right? But what I love after that tower moment, y'all got the Devil card. Now, it ain't what y'all think over here, because y'all already know I get that with the Most High. This is nothing but light over here. And y'all know the Devil card is associated with our Capricorns in tarot. So you could be a Capricorn, dealing with the Capricorn, having your big three. You know the vibes, cousin. But either way, you see how this large body of water, again, So that Capricorn you're dealing with could also, our Capricorn friend could also have some water in their big three, because y'all see how both of them are sitting on they still have this little cement, right? But on this large body of water. But instead of this background, instead of that ship, you see how we have all this fire, giving that energy and that vibe that this is a very passionate, fiery, like obsessive, but the good obsessive, right? Not the bad stuff that's gonna make you want to go get the restraining orders and things. It's like the type of obsessive that you want, where it's like, that's my man, and he don't play about me, or you know, that's my shorty and we locked in, and all the things. Like, that's the vibe and the energy. I want you just as much as you want me. The feelings are mutual. That's what that vibe and energy is giving with that Devil card popping out. Because with that popping out and then having the Wheel of Fortune afterwards, let me peep game, cousins. Who carrying that new beginning? Who got that wheel that's getting ready to turn in your favor? The Capricorn, the Devil. Right then and there again. And it's happening now, this year, 2025, the year of the snake. Okay, and you see how at the top we have the Sphinx with the sword. Again, more energy of communication, mental, and just speaking your truth and being honest about what it is that you want. Because at the end of the day, closed mouths don't get fed. And yes, when something or someone is for you, it can always and will always be for you. However, it takes two to tango, okay? People can't be out here building by themselves. So if you want something out of someone, speak up so that you can get that. And vice versa. If y'all need something out of someone, speak up so that you can get that. The relationship that you're currently in, the situationship you're currently in, the relationship you're trying to call in, whatever your story is, cousin, it's not that past relationship. The shorty, the dude you were in that past joint, you're not going to be in this new joint, in this current joint. So you're going to have to cut ways with that old shorty so that you can show up and truly appreciate this King of Coins that's getting ready to bless your life. Because, again, heavy on this this Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But y'all see how he's still sitting, still grounded, okay? Stable with that Pentacle. Ready to bring you a fruitful new beginning, a fruitful offer. And y'all see, you got that weapon too, ready to fight for it. Ready to fight for it. And with that Queen of Swords popping out, more confirmation that somebody still is going to stay up on their little grounded level piece of cement, but they're coming to speak their truth, okay? They are coming with this Queen of Swords to clear the air, okay? You see how sword energy usually got a whole lot of fog and smoke and things, but up here, skies is clear. The car, as Medea would say, okay? Because there's no confusion. When this person is coming forward to speak their truth, when you come forward to speak your truth, y'all know what I like to say, cousins? Y'all gotta both come to the table, okay? Check that pride and ego at the door. It's time to get raw, vulnerable, down, and dirty. Because that's the only way y'all gonna really know, is this real or not, okay? So, Queen of Swords came out to confirm you can ready to get some truth, hard truths, overdue truths, well-needed truths. Look, cousin, you know what type of truth you need. Either way, it's coming. And it's coming with a fiery new beginning, too, with that King of Staves. Now, King of Staves, that's associated with our fire signs, our Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So you could have that in your big three. And we'll be dealing with one. But, again, more energy on Sagittarius full moon right now. So for that to be the overall energy, it's definitely given that this full moon is bringing that fiery, passionate new beginning that you have been manifesting and calling in. Whether that is with a person, a situation, a new career opportunity, a friendship circle, whatever, cousin, because you know your story, girl. All I'm saying is some clear communication and some passionate new beginnings are coming in with that, okay? And I'm here for it for you. Here for all that, okay? And because it's a full moon, y'all know I did my big one with my cousins. I gave y'all like a whole like Yeah, I mean, some clarifiers. So, we'll get into these first, so they're a little shorter than the chakras. With your Isis Oracle, we have Portal of Light. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of times and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. All right, so I guess with that Isis Oracle deck and my man constantly popping up on that piece of cement, it's just more reminders that you need to stay grounded in this journey, in this transition, moving forward. Because at the end of the day, that's the only way you're going to keep moving forward and elevating, is by having that level of groundedness. And with the soul truth, you got the question, am I willing? Okay, you are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain, and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Today's soul action, be brave. Follow your heart's compass and lift the lid on your own dream. Today's mantra, it's possible. Remember that, cousin. Anything is possible, okay? Especially for my cousins. Now let's get to these chakras, cousin, because, girl, well, I'm not shocked, but kind of like, okay, Spirit. So y'all had 2 out the same, but different messages. So I'm going to give y'all all 3. But you did have the 6th chakra, 3rd eye chakra, knowledge. 6th chakra, 3rd eye chakra, imagination. And then 2nd chakra, sacral chakra, sexuality. I honor and respect my sexuality, and I allow the natural flow of my feelings. I acknowledge that my sexual thoughts and feelings will arise, and I release unnecessary guilt regarding sex. I am open to the positive sensual feelings coming to me from others, and at the same time, I keep my sexual activities well directed and in balance. So for my cousins that, gotta get that sacral chakra unclogged, y'all already know. Y'all want to tap into that color red. Y'all want to eat some red food. Y'all want to set the mood with some red lighting. Incorporate more red accessories. Whatever's going to make you feel sexy and ignite that sexy in you, that's what you want to do to really unclog that sacral chakra and really get things flowing. Okay, especially if you try to flow into this new vibe and connection with your person. All right, and then with that 6th chakra, 3rd eye chakra, imagination. I use my imagination as I create and pursue my dreams and wishes. I ask myself, what do I want? My thoughts create my reality at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level. I use this power to create harmonious relationships between all these levels. I imagine the life I would like to have, and I encourage my thoughts to be truthful, wise, and discerning. In the quietness of meditation, I see and hear the truth. So, if you guys are trying to work on getting that 6th chakra unclogged, you definitely want to be incorporating a lot more purple into your day-to-day, a lot more purple foods and juices into your diet, purple accessories, purple light. Now with this 3rd and final chakra, it's still 6th chakra, 3rd eye chakra, but this one is now knowledge. I recognize that a great deal of knowledge and information comes to me in the form of intuition, such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, and hypersensitive feelings. I use my intellect combined with my intuition to delve into circumstances from a philosophical and spiritual viewpoint. I aim to understand the truth behind situations that come my way, as this helps me to respond with wisdom. I cultivate positive beliefs about life, myself, and others. So, cousins, we will get this chakra situation unclogged. First and foremost, 3rd eye, right here. Okay, tap on it. 1, 2, 3. As a unit. Y'all feel that? Okay, great. This is something we can all collectively do as cousins. Not just somebody that's trying to get the third eye unclogged because I didn't pull the card. Not just somebody that was like, ooh, where's the third eye? Let me see if I can. This is something y'all might want to do on a day-to-day basis. Have you on in the mornings, in the evenings, when you wake, before you go down, before you meditate, pray, start your day, all those things. This is your sidekick. This is your homie, lover, best friend. They're going to hold you down from the beginning to the end. And guess what? This joint is being operated by who? The Most High. The spirit guides, your angels, your teams, they all know how to tap into this to get to you. Now, they need you to know how to tap into you so they can get to you, if you can pick up what I'm putting down. So, with that being said, cousins, I don't give a damn if you think your third eye chakra is clogged or not. To prevent it from being clogged, every day, you just wake up and massage it. And if you start to feel some tightness, soreness, maybe even a little tension from rubbing it, that's your sign right then and there. Your shit been closed. Your shit been clogged up. And you got to work through that so that you can really receive the messages and downloads that you are meant to. When people say they have visions, where you think them Jones coming from? That third eye. So you can't sit here and be like, oh, spirit, send me a sign. Let me know this is my man. Da-da-da, all the things. And your joint is clogged. Cousin, that's not going to work. So when we talk about that gift of discernment, working on trusting your intuition, that comes with working with that third eye. Okay? So, with that being said, cousin, I'm going to wrap this joint up with your romance angels, because y'all did have you deserve love. You are lovable. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And then that final one was engagement. Okay? Your love life is ascending into a higher level of commitment. So, for that to come out right after reconciliation, more confirmation, cousin, that you already know this person. You're in a relationship. Or, obviously, if you're in a relationship, wouldn't be better though, right? But this message is for someone you're already in a relationship with, a situationship, you're dating, getting to know, trying to make them get boo. Again, you know your story, girl, not me. You got to make it feel where it fit. I'm just letting you know it is somebody you already know, because y'all are coming back together as a reconciliation. And this engagement doesn't have to necessarily mean the ring. Not that it can't, okay? Because you do got somebody coming in with a stable offer. That Pentacle could have been like, look, I had to go get my money right so I could get you right, okay? Claiming that for y'all, cousins. Nonetheless, the engagement can just be a commitment to that next level, and whatever that means for y'all. Whether that is y'all exclusively dating, with y'all taking the next step and making your relationship actually official. Getting into a point where it's actually a ring involved. We're planning a wedding. We're introducing families. We're traveling together. We're building lives, moving in. Whatever it is that y'all been talking about doing, cousin, that's given. That's what y'all getting ready to do, okay? So, with that being said, y'all, that's the reading, okay? That's what this full moon in Sagittarius is bringing. A fiery, passionate new beginning with a soulmate of yours. And I'm going to say it's a soulmate because you have a lot of cards here that are either a king, or even in a pre-shuffle, I saw like Emperor, an Empress, and it just like, it's giving divine couple, it's giving power couple, it's giving divine timing with this situation, realigning and all the things. So under this full moon, Spirit is saying enough is enough. I'm tired with y'all. Okay, I told y'all 2025 is the year of the soulmates coming together. So if you think you was going to outrun this John, Spirit said, outrun what? You ain't even going to be able to hold on, baby. I'm going to knock you off your feet with this John, and you ain't going to know what caught you. But I love that for y'all, because what better way to go into a second half of the year than calling in some new energy, renewed energy, fresh energy, and just going into a new season, feeling like a new you, looking like a new you, being a baddie and all the things. And I'm here for that, cousin, because we need more of that. That's going to really amplify that love. And you already know my motto. Self-love is the best love, and love is the highest vibration. That's what makes the world go round and round, and we need more of it. So I'm telling y'all. So also just want to throw out there, because I know some people get so caught up in, oh, so full moon, it's a new moon, I gotta do a ritual, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And first and foremost, don't put so much emphasis on it being a ritual and it's magic and all these things, versus you just tapping in with you, your energy, your elements, your environments, and calling in and or expelling of the things that you no longer want. I always tell y'all, new moons are for the things you want to call in. Full moons are for the things you want to release, so you can make room for all the new things coming in. It does not have to be this super complex, like, oh, let me bust open a spell book and no, like, and if you do that, great, no shade, girl. Do your thing. You gotta do what works for you. I'm going to tell y'all that all the time. In my opinion and in my suggestion, regardless of whatever level you are spiritual, right? If you just enter into spirituality, you a seasoned saint out here with us at the reunion, all the things, do what feels right for you. You can Google somebody little spell and ritual and all the things all day, every day. You can do all the little classes you see up and down IG from Empress Stat and Miss Godlight, this and that. Again, do what works for you and what speaks to your soul. But on a more all-natural, holistic approach, some of the best things you can do for yourself under full moon energy: cleanse your space, cleanse yourself, specifically your hair. Washing your hair, cleansing that scalp, allowing your crown chakra to really be cleansed of any negative energy, any negative vibes, so that as this energy shifts in, you're able to receive all the downloads and messages that you want. Clear out anything in your home, your personal space, that is no longer serving you, aligning with you. If you look in your closet and you're like, dang, I ain't worn that shit since college, and you've been out of college for like 30 years, friend, let it go. Okay? It's no longer serving you. If you've been listening to the same played out playlist every day when you're trying to get your day started, and you trying to figure out, well, damn, why I'm in this fucking rut every time I step in this people's office, might want to switch up what you're listening to when you start your day. Might want to switch up how you actually start your day. Full moons call you to the front of the congregation to reshape and reshift everything. And don't get me wrong, like, it's totally okay to have your rituals, your poems, your all the things. Like, y'all, been there, done that. Like, I dibble and dabble with what I want, but I think for me and my journey and what I want to share with my cousins and what I think is important for all of you to understand is doing what feels right for you. Because during the time when I was experimenting with all those things, I was still early in my spiritual journey, and I didn't even know who I was yet in this journey and what it was I wanted, what I was trying to call it, all the things. I was just trying to go off what I was seeing on the socials and the Googles and this, that, and the third. And then I realized, I said, wait a minute, why this ain't working? Why does it? Because it wasn't feeling good for me. It wasn't aligning with me. It wasn't meant for me to experience spirituality in that way. Sometimes spirituality is just as simple as that. Being spiritual. It doesn't have to be this complex rule of orders that you follow. I gotta wear my shirt tied backwards this way 5 times for my bank account to be like, y'all, it's literally using what you have to bring in what you want and repel anything that you don't. So under this full moon, if you do want to tap into this energy, because it's a very powerful full moon, it's a strawberry full moon. This bitch about to light the whole sky up if you haven't seen her already, okay? I wish I could get like a little one-way ticket. Just have a little, you know, a little kiki, little powwow, 2-step on top of the moon, just a real quick energy, and then I'm out, girl. I ain't gonna hold up too much of your time, but that's gonna be a pretty jaw. Nonetheless, some things that you can do outside of, you know, we already discussed, cleansing your space, your physical, all the things, taking a spiritual bath. And again, even that can be something as simple as you just running a bubble bath. It doesn't have to be this complex thing that you see most people do. Or for me, like, I go hold y'all. Me, I'm a spiritual bath girl, okay? We gonna load it up. We gonna have the baths. We gonna have the bubbles, the oils, the crystals, the salts, the herbs, the flowers. Like, I'm that girl when it comes to the baths. But because that's what works for me, and that speaks to me, being that water is one of the biggest elements that I work with. So, and being a water sign, it works, right? So again, do what works for you. I encourage spiritual baths. I encourage cleansings, yoni steam cleansings during this time, especially they talking about the sacral chakra. Cousins, y'all better get that ass on the pot and get that girlfriend cleaned out, okay? Y'all know how we do it over here, cousins. You could do things like that. Even something as simple as journaling. So I say all that to say, cousins, it can be something as simple as cleaning your home, preparing a home-cooked meal that's filled with love, taking a nice relaxing bath or shower, putting on some cozy, comfy, sexy PJs, turning on some music and just dancing and vibing and allowing yourself to rock out and that sacral chakra to rock out. Sitting down, watching a feel-good movie. A movie that may bring a little tear, a little laughter out of you so that you can release those emotions that have been pent up for so long. It can be as simple as sitting down, having a cup of tea, journaling about where you are, how far you've come, what it is that you want to take with you in this new season, and what it is that you're leaving behind in this current season. It can be as simple as reading a book, eating your favorite piece of candy, buying yourself some flowers, kicking it with your ancestors at the spiritual altar, just talking to them, connecting with loved ones, meditating, allowing your mind to sit still. These are all things that you can do under a full moon, and it's tied to no ritual but you. You're the ritual. These are all things that you can do to release things that no longer serve you and make space for all the things that you were trying to call in this new season in your life. But it's up to you to decide who and what stays and who and what has to go. So, with that being said, cousins, we gonna wrap this TED Talk up. If you guys resonated with any of these messages, cousin, let me know down below. Like, cousin, this was a good joint. I appreciated the reunion, all the things. Make sure y'all share this video, y'all share this channel, and yeah, y'all subscribe, because I told y'all the June Jones are coming up next, and I don't want y'all to miss that, especially if that's going to kind of be like a little follow-up to the full moon energy. We definitely going to have to lock in, cousins, and see what was going on with T. So do me a solid, subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment down below, help us get into the algorithm, all those good things. Send me the good vibes as I send y'all all the good vibes. And cousins, until next time, peace and love.